12-pound black Angus prime rib from Rastelli. Just in time for the holidays, and it comes, yes, with 1 pound of herb butter. We're going to talk to you about the best way to prepare this. It's oh so easy. If you've never done a prime rib before, this is the easiest and I think one of the most delicious you'll ever taste. This is one that I ordered right before the show, sending it to North Carolina for my family. We're going to do 2 meats at Christmas Day dinner. It will be ham and this prime rib. This is amazing. Ray Rastelli is back with us, over 42 years as a butcher. We're thrilled to have you here because this is a perennial holiday favorite, but the way you cook this is so perfect.
You know, David, this is the crown jewel of our holiday centerpiece.
Now, first of all, where you see juice, you see flavor. And the juice is some of the natural juice in the meat. The other juice you see is butter.
Yes.
Butter that renders down into this meat as it roasts in your oven.
And we've made it so simple. And look at that. I mean, it's just continuing to juice, because when we start with a black Angus prime rib, we start with the very best. Small family farms that I've been working with for, as you said, David, for over 42 years. So
wow.
Trusting where your meat comes from is really critical. And as a butcher, I've got to know where it comes from, because I have to know where it's going. And when my guests come into butcher shop, I want to make sure they get nothing but the very best.
Can I tell you that this roast is shipping immediately and the week of December 16th? I have fewer than 1,000 that can ship now and fewer than 1,000 that can ship on December 16th. If you go with auto delivery, you get your first shipment either now or 12/16. Your second shipment will come in April in time for your Easter celebration. Now, with your 6-pound boneless roast, you're getting 1 pound of this herb butter. Now, let's talk, Mr. Rastelli, about how to prepare this.
Okay, so actually before we do that, David, let me show you what we start with, right? Because as a butcher, here's where I start. It's got to be on the butcher block. And I look for the very, very best piece of meat. This is a 12-pound bone-in prime rib. So what we've done is we've taken all the fat off of the outside of that rib. We don't want you to buy any of that fat because we don't need it. We've got all of that bone that we've taken off the bottom, so this is what you're getting. You're getting this incredible, beautiful 6-pound. It's the largest rib we ever do. We only do it for QVC, and we only do it around the holidays. So this is it for when we do it for you. So we've aged this for 28 days, David, and that's what starts our prime rib. But what finishes our prime rib is what we do with it.
This is so crazy. It's so good.
So we are going to give you our beautiful herb butter. And I want you to notice the butter itself, it's got real particulates in it. So it's got some garlic, and it's got some cloves, it's got some parsley, rosemary, oregano.
So this is not only going to create a beautiful bath for the meat, but it also creates that crust on the meat, right?
It does. And this is what makes making this prime rib so special. You know, most people get intimidated with a prime rib. You don't need to. You make it. We've made it really simple. You take this butter and
let it come to room temperature.
Room temperature, and all you're going to do is cover that entire rib, top and all the sides.
Get liberal with it. Get generous.
Yes, that's why we give you an entire pound.
Do we use the whole pound of butter?
You can, but I will tell you, you're going to have lots left, and I love making garlic bread out of this as well, David.
Yes,
so it really makes a wonderful product.
Yes.
So here's how simple this is. Right, it kind of looks like a birthday cake, but look at the beautiful particulates of the butter. So as you're doing this, here's how simple it is. Take your oven and preheat your oven to 500 degrees. Now,
500 degrees.
500 degrees, right? That sounds really crazy, but that's what you do. And at 500 degrees, when it reaches 500 degrees, your roast is completely buttered. All you're going to do is take your roast and you're going to put your roast in the oven.
Right.
You're going to roast that in the oven for just 30 minutes, right? And after 30 minutes, shut your oven off, but do not open the doors for 2 hours. Leave them shut for 2 hours. You're going to want to peek. Your house is going to smell incredibly good, but do not open that door, because I promise you, when you open that door in 2 hours, you're going to actually take a roast out, and it's going to look like this. And when it looks like this, you've got a roast that not only is going to look like this, but I want you to see what it's going to cut like. All right, so we're going to actually, David, I'm going to ask you to pick up that pan, if you would. I'm going to put this right back on the cutting block that I'm sitting right here.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to show you what happens, because you haven't had to do anything except take that roast, butter it, But look at
And all the seasonings are in the butter.
Everything is in that butter.
And this cooks to a beautiful medium, is that right?
Look at that beautiful medium color. Look at the temperature. Look at the moisture that's inside of this roast.
Above.
This is that type of prime rib that you get at that 5-star steakhouse that's been cooking for 8, 10, 12 hours.
Now, if you want it delivered now, I have 900 left. If you want it December 16th, 750 to go around. I'm going to get a little taste now because I'm about to I'm about to fall down. I can't wait. So this is, I already helped myself to a few little pieces here. It's like butter. Because it is butter.
Because it
quite
is
a lot of butter.
Yes.
And it's going to melt in your mouth and be that perfect, wonderful taste treat. If you want it cooked a little longer, leave it in the oven a little longer. And well, actually roast it at 500 degrees a little longer.
Yes, yes.
But once you have roasted it, shut that oven off. Leave it closed. The heat of the oven will continue cooking the roast for 2 hours. There's even a little card inside that you can decide when you want to start or when you want to have dinner. And once you determine when you want to have dinner, it will tell you how soon before that time to start your roast. This could not be more easy, more delicious, more perfect. I called my brother and said, and described the roast to him. And I said, I think I'm going to send this home for Christmas. He said, just what you're talking about is making my mouth water. Order it, brother, order it. So this is crazy. Don't miss out on this. Look at how juicy that is. Look at how tender. How many servings?
We're looking at minimally 12 servings, and these are healthy servings because remember, this is 6 pounds of boneless, center-cut prime rib, black Angus. And look at the moisture still coming out of that. You are going to be so thrilled with this that your guests are just going to think you've been slaving in the oven at the kitchen for hours and hours, because that's typically what it takes. But just 30 minutes in the oven, shut the oven off, leave the oven doors closed for 2 hours, and you're going to have this perfect prime rib.
And how about a little mushroom gravy on top of those 14 servings? How delightful. Is that your holiday dinner table? Would you like it to be your holiday dinner table? If you've never cooked a prime rib roast before, this is the easiest one you're going to make because it's so simple to smear this butter mixture on. Now, this butter will come frozen. You want to thaw this for a couple days in the fridge,
That's
right?
correct, yep.
So thaw the roast a couple days in the fridge, and then you get the signature butter from Rastelli. Thaw that in your fridge as well. You will have more butter than you need to cover your roast. Save the extra butter and make garlic toast out of it. Make garlic bread out of it. It would be delightful. Don't miss out on this opportunity because we are making this price available only until end of show tonight, unless, of course, it sells out before then. Now, if you want it delivered immediately, I have 800 left. If you want it delivered on 12/16, 500 left. This is from your premium reserve collection. This is something very special.
That it really is. 28 days, black Angus, aged, and don't be intimidated by prime rib. We've made it so simple. I will tell you it's foolproof. We've been doing this in my home for over 30 years. And I'm a butcher. I'm not a chef. But we've made it so simple by giving you that beautiful compound butter. You smother it with it. And look at this roast. Look at how beautiful this is. This is a medium temp roast. If you want it cooked a little more, instead of leaving it in for 30 minutes, leave it in for 32 minutes or 33 minutes. But again, shut the oven off. Leave the door shut for 2 hours. All the instructions come with you. All the instructions are coming with the prime rib, so it makes it very, very simple for you.
Let me just bust out the happy dance while Stacy's on her way over. Woo! You guys, we're about $30 less than the QVC price on this. If you want it December 16th, it's over half gone with only 400 left. Now, if you get the immediate ship week, this will obviously keep in your freezer. There's no worry. It'll arrive frozen, right?
That'll arrive frozen. So you're good for a year, but once you do this, I promise you, you're going to realize.
Not working out. Let me hold on to you, sister.
Whoa, I was not expecting that. That
Have you not had this before?
amazing. I've not had this before, my friend.
Well, I don't know if your family
my
does
God.
prime rib for Christmas, but this might be the one you want to get.
We do, but it never tasted that good. First of all, it's the butteriness, the garlic, but it doesn't overpower just the flavor of that great quality prime rib. You know what I mean?
And that's so critical. And that aging that beef for 28 days is really what gives you that high-end steakhouse flavor. But as I mentioned, prime rib is always something that we thought was, You can only get that at a steakhouse to make it great. I promise you, once you make this in your home, you're going to make this more and more often. It won't just become a holiday item. It'll become an item that's just every special occasion because it is so perfect each and every time.
Beautiful rosemary, beautiful garlic, salt, pepper, butter, thyme. All these great ingredients are in your butter, which becomes the crust, or what I call the meat candy.
That's it.
On this fantastic roast. I will tell you, is this the one that you buy for a regular Tuesday night dinner in February? Maybe not. Is it the one that you buy for your Christmas dinner? Absolutely.
Yes.
And we're saving you $30 tonight with that one-day only price, or one-time only price. Now, if you want it delivered December 16th, I have 150 remaining. I'm going to tell you right now, y'all about to get a lot of DV in the TV. I'm going over here. All right, this camera. Back it up a little bit, Ray. This is some of the best prime rib you're ever going to eat. And if you're going to treat yourself and your family, isn't this the time of year when you do it? Isn't this when you want to say to your family, I wanted to bring home the very, very best? They're going to walk into your house at Christmas and say, what is that glorious smell coming from your oven? You're like, don't open it, because it's cooking. And it's a beautiful 6-pound boneless prime rib roast smeared with garlic herb butter. Oh my word. Y'all need to get this while the getting is good. Public service announcement over. All right. We have just lost the December 16th ship week.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness.
We brought in 2,000 just for this airing, and I don't believe you're bringing this back, right?
No, this is just a holiday item, and it's just really something we do special just for QVC.
We brought in 2,000. We've sold everything for December 16th. That's gone. December 16th is gone. I have 650 that can ship right now. Remember, these will arrive frozen. Sir, if you can cut me a little piece there off the end, I would love it.
I sure will.
And what you're going to love is that these will defrost in your fridge in a couple of days. Then you smear them with the butter. Defrost your butter too, because your butter will arrive frozen along with the meat. Defrost the butter, defrost the roast. Then you get a regular little sheet pan with a little, you can even use a cookie rack.
That's it, yes.
And just raise it a little bit up and off the bottom. And then smear it with the butter. Preheat that oven to a screaming 500 degrees.
500.
Get it in there for 30 minutes and turn the oven to off. And don't open the door for 2 hours. And it'll come out a beautiful medium rare. We started with over 2,000 of these. I have 500 left that can ship right now, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be the best money you're going to spend to treat your family to something glorious for the holidays. Mr. Rastelli, I might need a great big old piece for the road.
I'll make sure you get that, David. Thank you so much.
Garlic and herbs and salt and pepper, big peppercorns, and yum.
Easy.
Happy holidays. Oh, my word. Mr. Rastelli, thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I have 400 left. We're going to keep you posted on this. And we've sold out of everything we can ship on December 16th. These are shipping now. And I have fewer than 400. They will keep in your freezer till Christmas. No worries.
Yes, they will.
In fact, there's a year's shelf life on this in the freezer. Stacy, I'm sorry. I'm having the meat sweats.
Worth every bit of it. Okay, look what's coming up. How about a hot pick from Temptation?